Ladies and gentlemen, you are turning in 10 minutes of BPTV News, brought to you by Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper. I'm Hưng Kek, and let's take a look at the top story. Provincial leader meets with delegates attending Vietnam Farmers Union Congress. Provincial leader extend Christmas greetings to Catholics in Ho Chi Minh City. Vietnam suggests cooperation area to help achieve zero emissions Asia. Great opportunities for Vietnam to develop semiconductor industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Permanent Deputy Secretary of Bình Phước Provincial Party Committee Huỳnh Thị Hằng recently met with and encouraged the delegates from the Bình Phước Provincial Farmers Association attending the 8th National Congress of the Vietnam Farmers Union 20 and 2028 term.
The 8th National Congress of the Vietnam Farmers Association 2023-2028 term will take place over 3 days from December 25th to 27th in the capital, Hanoi. The Bình Phước delegation has 14 delegates representing the will and aspiration of more than 92,000 farmers in the province. Speaking at the meeting, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Bình Phước Provincial Party Committee Huỳnh Thị Hằng hoped that each delegate will promote a spirit of solidarity and unity and strictly comply with the rules and regulations throughout the Congress, actively research and participate in valid and practical opinions on documents submitted to the Congress, and select delegates who are qualified and responsible for the work of the association to elect the new executive committee. Ms. Hằng also asked the Provincial Farmers Association to absorb the spirit of the Congress and promote it among members and farmers, and promptly advised the Provincial Party Committee to lead the implementation of the association's work and farmer movement in Bình Phước Province in the time to come.
A delegation from Bình Phước Province, led by Vice Chairman of the Province of Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee Nguyễn Thanh Bình, visited and congratulated religious organizations in Ho Chi Minh City as Christmas approaches.
The delegation visited the Vietnam Grace Evangelical Baptist Church in Thủ Đức City and the Seventh-day Adventist Church of Vietnam in Phu Nhuận District, Ho Chi Minh City. On behalf of the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Thanh Bình presented flowers, gifts, and best wishes to parishioners to have a joyful, peaceful, and happy Christmas. Vice Chairman Bình expressed the hope that pastors will continue to encourage parishioners to live a godly life, unite and make efforts with authorities at all levels to build an increasingly rich locality and country.
At the Military Command of Bình Phước Province, Political Commissioner of Military Zone 7, Major General Hoàng Đình Trung, chairs a conference on deploying the plan to organize the spring program for soldiers in 20 and 24.
The spring program will be held on January 29th and 30th at the Ta Thiết Historical Relic Site in Lộc Ninh District. This is the 9th time the Party Committee and Military Zone Command have coordinated with cities and provinces to organize the program. In addition to taking care of disadvantaged families, policy recipients, and officers and soldiers facing difficult circumstances, the program also brings spiritual values that have a strong pervasiveness not only in the armed forces of the military zone, but also throughout the country. Under the plan, the spring program in Bình Phước Province will feature activities such as meeting with businesses, offering incense at the Ta Thiết Historical Relic Site, planting trees, presenting gifts to heroic Vietnamese mothers and disadvantaged families, and organizing a zero-dong market, among others.
On December the 18th, President Võ Văn Thưởng received Lao Deputy Prime Minister in Hanoi. More in the following report.
Deputy Prime Minister of Laos, Kikioke Kampathaun, and a high-ranking delegation of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, LPRP, are in Vietnam to attend the 10th Theoretical Conference between LPRP and the Communist Party of Vietnam. President Thuan praised the efforts the two sides have shown in working together and sharing information and experiences, stressing that this positively contributes to the policy building of each party on the road to socialism. For his part, Lao Deputy Prime Minister affirmed that the 10th theoretical workshop manifested the effective and practical cooperation between the two parties as well as the two countries. The theme of the workshop, Developing Culture and People in the Process of National Development with Socialist Orientation, Vietnam's and Laos Experience, is very suitable for the practical circumstances in the two countries, the Deputy Prime Minister affirmed.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has a number of activities in Japan on December the 18th before concluding his visit to the northeastern Asian country to attend the commemorate summit for the 50 years of ASEAN-Japan friendship and cooperation and have bilateral activity there.
On December 18th, Prime Minister Chin attended the first summit of the Asia Zero Emission Community, AZC, in Tokyo, which saw the presence of leaders of ASEAN member countries, Japan, and Australia. Host Prime Minister Kishida Fumio noted that ASEC plays an important role in promoting innovation and expanding the market of clean energy and advanced technology, among others. In his remarks, Prime Minister Chin proposed that cooperation should be focused on researching, developing, and diversifying clean energy sources and new technologies, stepping up technology transfer to ensure clean energy sources are broadly accessible and affordable in Asia, and ensuring energy transition suits each country's conditions. To help reach the targets of AZC, cooperation should also be strengthened in the training of high-quality human resources, smart governance, and the perfection of a modern, suitable, and effective market mechanism for each country, the government leader of Vietnam added.
Green transition in the energy sector is a key change in the world and is one of Vietnam's current top priority. Vietnam is among countries with great potential to invest in new renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and ocean-based power and biogas.
According to experts, to take advantage of its inherent potential, Vietnam needs to have incentive policies to expand the renewable energy market, promote and deploy new technologies, provide appropriate opportunities, as well as encouraging the use of renewable energy in all important areas. Green energy production and consumption, as well as energy transition, are becoming an urgent and important issue in sustainable development strategies associated with environmental protection of countries around the world. Committing to achieving the goal of complete decarbonization by mid-century makes Vietnam an even more attractive destination for foreign corporations to invest in renewable energy infrastructure. With a coastline of more than 3,200 kilometers, shallow water depth and high, stable wind speed, Vietnam fully meets the important prerequisites necessary to develop reliable offshore wind power projects.
Vietnam is seeing great opportunity to turn the semiconductor industry into a critical national one in the next 30 to 50 years.
Vietnam has advantages in developing its semiconductor industry, particularly its human resources, according to experts. Once the country's new generation enters the AI sector and overseas Vietnamese experts return home, Vietnam will have many more advantages. Developing the semiconductor industry also brings opportunities for Vietnam to reform its electronics industry, especially when it transitions to AI and IoT-enabled electronic devices. The global semiconductor industry revenue reached nearly $600 billion in 2022. Global chip demand is expected to increase sharply in 2024, and semiconductor chip sales are estimated to reach $1 trillion in 2030. Vietnam's semiconductor market is expected to grow by around 6.7% during 2023 to 2028, reaching $1.94 billion. The country should focus on design, packaging and testing in the short term, production in the medium term, and mastering core technology in the long term, experts suggested.
And that had just wrapped up our bulletin today. To rewatch our news, please download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for your watching and see you in our next bulletins. Goodbye for now.